There are clear signs tonight that jobs created by the federal economic stimulus plan may result in an even bigger federal and number of state governments as well. New administration figures show the bulk of jobs created so far in the public sector, while little is being done to bolster small business or create jobs in the private sector. Inez Ferre with our report.
The Obama administration claims the stimulus plan has so far created or saved 640,000 jobs, even more if you include the plan's tax cuts, grants, and awards.
We've saved jobs by closing state budget shortfalls to prevent the layoffs of hundreds of thousands of police officers, firefighters, and teachers who are today on the beat, on call, and in the classrooms because of the Recovery Act.
A closer look shows that the largest number of jobs were created or saved by state governments. 400,000 state jobs through the Department of Education alone. In Florida, for example, more than half of the 30,000 jobs saved or created so far are in the public school system. One group advocating lower taxes says the stimulus has done little to create private sector jobs in a state where 1 out of 9 residents are out of work.
The private sector jobs create many, number one, generally better paying jobs at the higher end, and secondly, they're more sustainable and they have a greater economic multiple, meaning they help create even more jobs.
Other states show a similar pattern. The free market Cato Institute says the stimulus is merely moving money around from one part of the government to another.
All that happened with the stimulus is that the federal government gave state and local governments money that they then used to pay for programs that they were going to pay for anyhow.
The administration argues the money spent on education is an investment.
With class sizes potentially skyrocketing and critical support services disappearing. But let me be clear, it's not enough for us to simply make the same investments in the same programs.
But since the stimulus bill passed, approximately 2.6 million jobs have been lost, nearly all of them in the private sector. And the White House says unemployment would have been worse if we didn't have the stimulus, but critics question the notion of measuring jobs created or saved, adding that stimulus spending is just helping maintain the public sector, and what's really needed, they say, Lou, are private sector jobs.
And yet, that wasn't the direction, purpose, goal of the stimulus package at all, was it?
Well, you definitely have people that say that they wanted to create jobs in the private sector, but what's been seen so far from the numbers that are out so far is that you're seeing a lot in the public sector.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, less than 1% of the total stimulus package going to small business, which creates 70% of the jobs, so one wonders what that's all about. All right, thank you very much, very informative. Appreciate it. Inez Ferre.